Here lies young getting paid for. Never take a loss on my install. Only take a when I'm dead. I be gang 3 times on my install. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the install. Too late, he already dead. Right now I'm on the edge, so don't push me. Troublesome since 96. You a shook one, Reeves and know the ledge. I'm your, what's that? I smell. Let me count my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, run. Hi, my name is Dirk Cobain. Like a, here I go to the next episode. Ain't no damn this explosive Beast Coast. Yeah. The mother ride or die for my, strictly for my. Survival of the fittest. That's the sign of the police. I'm indeed cover earth, skirt, lean back. Give me one more chance. They say Jesus walks and the devil wear Prada, but I'm so deaf. God can't tell me nothing. Right this on my death certificate. I gave you.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. First down, Winston. James has got it. Complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Going up top. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. A 2nd down throw for Winston. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Let's go.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. From the gun, Winston. Finding Gabriel complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Taylor Gabriel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And on the ground they go with the running back. Nifty move, dancing away at the 30. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. 1st and 10 out near midfield. Working from the gun. Rodgers got his man complete over the middle. It's Swanson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And a short gain down to about the 33. The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And now out comes Minnesota. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now. but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Jameis now on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, it's Winston. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And he's able to put it through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3. And now look at him go. Past the 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. A big play there, 79 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6.
Well, there's no doubt that this offense was in desperate need of a quick answer, and they got it. One play, and they're right back in this game.
Because you got the sense if they stalled out here and then another score on the other side to make it a 3-score game, could have gotten ugly. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A first down throw for Winston. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Hey, sub. Let's go.
Second down, Winston. He's going to air one out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now a play fake here on first down. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Hey, sub.
Working out of the gun, Winston going for it all. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Taylor Gabriel with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Now they'll run it on the toss. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Hey, check 26. Hey, where y'all going? Jumbo!
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Hurry up, hurry up.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Forced out to his left. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left, and Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 18, and a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
319! 319!
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
To throw on 2nd down. Rodgers flush to his right, fighting him off. And it's intercepted at the goal line. T.J. Green with a pick. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Following the interception, Winston. And that is incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And now it's second down.
Definitely worth taking in our deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, stop. Let's go.
To throw, Winston. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
36. Green,
Winston now to throw on 1st down. He sets to fire deep. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
But depending on the team, they'd call that an explosive play or a chunk play. The one that they got on the previous one, they tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that 2nd attempt. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Let's convert. 5-0. Green,
On 2nd down, Winston again. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Rodgers now to throw on second down. Looking deep for Adams. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Going up top for Miller. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
On the move to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. Well, he's been the guy, already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, sub. Let's go. Hey, sub.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards on the play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, sub.
On 1st and 10, Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 38. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Now they go screen. It's complete. Oh, and now he bowls him over. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Zoom.
Here's Rodgers to throw. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Get reset. Hey, easy.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on. Hey. Four down. Hey, check 26.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Sonic! Where we go?
A 2nd down throw for Winston. Eluding the pressure right. Shrugs him off. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Winston. And he connects with Ebron. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jameis now on 1st down. Packer pressure, and down he goes. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Winston now. The throw right sideline is complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And that one results in 35 yards. First down, Winston. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. The kick by Carlson is good. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Bring up. Box it.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And Adams has it, complete.
Let's go, come on.
And that'll get them to 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play at any spot on the field.
Throw left side complete. It's Adams. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Box it. Hey, 626.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll run forward with Montgomery. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. He tried to break that plane but couldn't get there, and that's going to leave him now at 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Ty Montgomery, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 34 yards there and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And Winston lost the football. And this is going to be Packer football.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
They'll try to get something going with Ty Montgomery. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. To the right side, complete to Miller. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line, Vic Beasley able to track him down for a loss of 13, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And last time, the fumble to turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief, that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And he's taken down back at his own 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. 6 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Hey, you got 3. 3 down. Green, triple C.
Jameis to throw it. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was playing. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
And now with the time of the play clock almost up, Ron Rivera's going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now a second down throw for Winston. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. Third down here. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. The Vikings on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, sub. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Escaping the pressure right. Flushed out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Like the footwork back there, and I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And now the Packers get set to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. Hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
He's going to go. He's got a man. Complete. A gain of 39 that time.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball is not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On second down, here's Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27. Rodgers now on first down. Dancing to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Everson Griffin in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Vic Beasley in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And the pressure gets to him again. Everson Griffin in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now Rodgers got to have this one. Going deep this time for Miller. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example. And now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Ready? Flat 22.
Again, it's Kamara. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Winston. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. This is taken at about the 14. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Now Rodgers operating from the gun. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off near his own 48, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give. This is Kamara. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Let's go now.
They run it again with Kamara. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The 1st-round pick, Jair Alexander, making the tackle.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They go play action. Winston. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down.
And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. So a failure there to get rid of the football. I don't know in the end that it's going to matter much here with this game, but it yields another 2 points.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. It may not matter a ton with the deficit that's already there, but like my old coach used to say, it sure ain't going to help.
That doesn't help indeed. And out now come the Vikings. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Ready. Black 22.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go now. Ready. Blue lady. Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Shift, shift. Shift, shift. Shift. Tight dog. Let's go, let's convert, let's convert, let's convert. Kill, 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 kill. Sonic. Check 43. Where's that up?
Winston. Looking deep downfield. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Taylor Gabriel, 60 yards. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone. This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, they probably just want to put this one behind them. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Eric Kendricks in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Hey, check 26.
Here's Rodgers. From the gun, he'll throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Hey, check 26.
One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down.